The recreation deck of the Stellar Wanderer was buzzing with the usual evening chatter when Lieutenant Emma Torres walked in with her companion trailing behind her. The creature was small, quadrupedal, covered in orange and white fur, and appeared to be half asleep. "Is that your security animal?" asked Vree, a Canthari whose own species kept armored warbeasts. His mandibles clicked in what passed for laughter among his kind. Emma scratched behind her cat's ears. "This is Mango. He's my cat." The assembled aliens exchanged glances. They'd heard humans kept strange customs, but this was absurd. "That tiny thing?" Sirath, the reptilian navigator, hissed with amusement. "It looks like prey. What purpose does it serve?" "Companionship, mostly," Emma said, settling into a chair. Mango immediately curled up in her lap, purring. "He's also an excellent hunter." This triggered another round of laughter. The creature weighed perhaps 4 kilograms and was currently drooling slightly in its sleep. "Hunter?" Vree could barely contain himself. "My world's hunting beasts stand 2 meters tall and can track prey across continents. Your Mango looks like it would flee from a strong breeze." Emma smiled but said nothing. She'd learned that with aliens, showing was more effective than telling. The alarm changed that conversation instantly. Red lights flashed as the ship's automated defense system activated. "Warning, containment breach. Silkfang loose in recreation deck. All personnel evacuate immediately." The deck erupted into chaos. A Silkfang, one of the galaxy's most feared predators, somehow escaped from the xenobiology lab. The creature was pure nightmare, 2 meters of coiled muscle, venomous fangs that could punch through combat armor, and reflexes faster than most species could perceive. It emerged from a ventilation shaft, its 6 eyes gleaming with predatory intelligence. Vree scrambled backward, reaching for a weapon he didn't have. Sirath made for the exit. Other crew members froze in terror. Emma stood up, dumping Mango unceremoniously onto the floor. The cat landed on his feet, took one look at the Silkfang, and his entire demeanor changed. His pupils dilated to black saucers. His ears flattened against his skull. His body lowered into a predatory crouch that looked millions of years old. A sound emerged from his throat, not a meow, but a guttural growl that made every prey species instinct in the room scream danger. The Silkfang noticed the small creature and lunged. What happened next took less than 3 seconds. Mango moved like liquid lightning. He dodged the Silkfang's strike with contemptuous ease, twisted in midair, and landed on the alien predator's back. His claws, which Emma kept carefully trimmed but were still razor-sharp, extended fully. He sank them into the Silkfang's neural cluster at the base of its skull with surgical precision. The Silkfang thrashed wildly, trying to dislodge the small attacker. Mango simply rode the bucking creature like he'd done this 1,000 times, adjusting his grip, waiting. When the Silkfang made one final desperate lunge toward the frozen aliens, Mango's jaws closed on its cerebral stem. The crack was audible across the deck. The Silkfang collapsed, twitched once, and went still. Mango sat on the corpse for a moment, licking his paw and cleaning his face. Then he casually walked back to Emma, rubbed against her legs, and meowed, a sound completely incongruous with what they'd just witnessed. Emma picked him up. He immediately resumed purring and closed his eyes. "As I was saying," Emma continued, as if nothing had happened, "excellent hunter. On Earth, we domesticated these guys about 10,000 years ago. Before that, they were apex predators in their weight class. Pound for pound, one of the most efficient killers Earth ever produced." She scratched under Mango's chin. He stretched contentedly, already half asleep again. "We just made them smaller and convinced them we were family. But the instincts? Those don't go away." Vree stared at the dead Silkfang, then at the purring creature in Emma's arms. His translator struggled with his next words. "Your planet domesticated apex predators, for companionship?" Emma smiled. We got lonely. And honestly, having a micropredator living in your home meant nothing else wanted to move in. Rats, snakes, venomous insects, Mango's ancestors killed them all. She headed toward the exit, Mango snoring softly against her shoulder. Anyone want to pet him? He's very friendly. No one moved. No one laughed either.